What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying your morning so far. Got a cup of coffee, maybe some water, maybe some juice, whatever the frick you're drinking right now. We got a big old story as it does continue, as FaZe Rain has responded yet again on his Nickmercs situation, and on top of that expanded into some pretty crazy things around FaZe and everything they supposedly, allegedly spend on esports. If you guys have not been following for the past couple of days, it was actually FaZe Rain exposing the supposed salary of Nickmercs being $1 million per year. I called that a call out. FaZe Rain has now clarified he was not trying to call out Nickmercs. He was simply trying to draw light on how much FaZe Clan was actually spending on Nickmercs and how little content Nickmercs has done with FaZe that was notable as opposed to the OG FaZe Clan members. So I wanted to quickly explain that, as there were a few FaZe Rain fans out there that were like, you know, calling out, he wasn't trying to do that. He was just trying to point out that FaZe Clan has wasted a lot of money. From my point of view, when you expose a fellow creator's salary and what the organization that you once worked for or still do, I'm not sure the situation, you know, what they're paying him, and then also say that you can't think of a single notable moment that Nickmercs has had with FaZe, I consider that to be a call out. I don't think that's too far of a stretch. And I also don't think it freaking matters in this case, because Nickmercs in his response was pretty cool about it. If you guys missed yesterday's video, Nickmercs did respond saying, you know, he doesn't really care too much. He has a family to take care of. He's got a baby now. He doesn't care too much for the drama. He also paid his respects to all these OG members like FaZe Rain and says they haven't really interacted too much. And he feels sorry that some of these guys feel wronged and for the way they feel about FaZe Clan. That's a summary. Let's get into today's video, which is equally as crazy. As FaZe Rain has now posted his own video, you guys can check it out. He's uploaded a lot of times on all of this, nearly I think around a dozen times across both of his channels, with all of the people he has mentioned and all of the drama he has mentioned and tried to explain. This time around, I will say it's actually a very informative piece. He has this book in this video, which I don't know where he got the book from. It's some sort of, you know, physical, you know, financial book of all the numbers that FaZe Clan allegedly has spent on their esports. I can't guarantee where these numbers come from or if they're right, but do they sound about right for esports spending? Yeah, because every team out there is spending a lot of money on esports and losing money in esports. There aren't many esports you can make money in unless you're doing it perfectly. So that part makes sense. But it's pretty crazy to think. And is FaZe Rain in FaZe Clan? He said he left, but he has FaZe Rain in his name still, so I'm kind of confused on that. But he went through and actually documented how much supposed spending FaZe has in every esport, and the numbers were actually freaking insane. Keep in mind, these numbers, according to Rain, are per month.
Before we get into this video, I just want to say this is not an attack on Nickmercs. I obviously have respect for his career. I have respect for his hustle. I want the best for him, bro. Twitch, keep paying him more money, give him $1 billion a year. I don't care. I'm just a realist and I'm very, very truthful. And when it comes to where FaZe spends their money, yeah, I'm gonna chime in because that matters to me. It matters where FaZe spends their money. Do I care where he gets money from everyone else? No, I don't care. It's not my business. FaZe is my business. Like, does that not make sense to some people? Like, is your brains really that smooth? I didn't have all the info like for a fact until I got this book. CSGO, revenue, 514. Cost of goods and services, 576, so negative 62. But we would keep CSGO because, like, it's CSGO, you gotta keep CSGO. Halo Infinite, revenue 108, cost of goods 194 for a negative 86. PUBG Mobile, revenue 125, cost of goods 37K. That's great. PUBG Mobile makes 87K a month. I think that's like the only winner here. Rocket League, 87K, but we spend 123. Rainbow Six, we make 80K, but we spend 124, so negative 40. COD, we spend 6K because Atlanta FaZe covers it. PUBG, god damn, what the hell's going on in PUBG? PUBG, we spend 85K a month, but only make 4K.
Call of Duty is positive because Atlanta FaZe is apparently covering all those costs, so it's profitable for FaZe Clan, but Atlanta FaZe, I can guarantee you guys, Atlanta FaZe is not in the positive at all. Rainbow Six is also making some money, so that's good. Rainbow Six Siege has a great in-game item system, so that's apparently some good cutback for FaZe Clan, and also good to see. $123,000 a month on Rocket League, actually making money, a ton of money in PUBG Mobile, so we can come back to that in a future video maybe. That's insane to see that kind of profit. Losing money in Halo, losing you know, a decent amount in CSGO, and that's of course where a large expense is, nearly $600,000 a month to operate a CSGO team. That goes to show you why a lot of people are not getting into CSGO, because it's ridiculously expensive. And then naming all these esports at once with Super Smash, Valorant being over $200,000 a month, Apex $37K a month, female Valorant even being almost $100,000 a month is insane. Fortnite, we have R1 as well as the Flank. R1 being the racing side of things. That's very interesting. The Flank being $33K a month as they put on a good show as well as have a lot of viewers. But again, that's a lot of money. Do any of you guys remember, I think it was like a couple years ago now, the rumor going around like, hey, you know what? It wasn't even a rumor. It was a talking point. Let's just make esports salaries public. And I was all for it. Everyone was. I believe it was Cloud9 CSGO for a while. They revealed all their player salaries. And it was beautiful because people realized, holy crap, it's really expensive to operate CSGO teams. It's really expensive to operate esports teams. I love how Rain was, you know what? I'm going to do that for all of us and for an entire organization. I mean, he's got balls. I don't know what he has signed. I don't know what kind of legal issues he's dealing with. There has to be something, right? I don't know if he sold his shares already or if he's hanging on to them or if he got all of his shares back. It's a confusing situation to look at outside in. I've offered to interview him. I would still love to do that because I would love to pick his brain on all the freaking things he has talked about for hours on end over the past 3 months that FaZe Clan has had endless drama about. I don't even know what to think about in this moment. Esports are expensive, but seeing all these red numbers is not a good look for anybody, especially including FaZe Clan. You get to see, oh my goodness, esports is a tough gig to do well and to do right. And it just makes it all the more acceptable, understandable that FaZe Clan might not have enough money to operate throughout this entire year with all of this spending. And I think that's what he's trying to get at, that FaZe Clan is wasting so much money. The issue being that they're not the only esports org doing this. In the eyes of a lot of people, seeing all these red numbers, wasting money on things you simply don't need. Make sure to leave a comment down below. What was the most interesting number that Rain did reveal? These are supposed numbers. For me, one of the sleepers was R1, the racing salaries. I know Crimsix is on that, maybe a part of that as well, but $81,000 a month for R1. I'm not sure if they're operating events in R1 or if I got that esport wrong entirely. That seems $1 million a year. Like, where's that all going? And then, of course, you have the CSGO money, the Valorant money. I mean, across both the Valorant female team and the Valorant men's team, they're spending over $300,000 a month. I just thought about that. Oh my God. They're spending $300,000 a month just on Valorant. Anyway, what do you guys think about this one? Till next time, take care of yourselves, all right? I don't know what's going to be next, but it's probably going to be madness, so stay tuned. Okay, bye.